Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of a new series, and to the first episode of my channel. We are here playing a game called Stick War, where stickmen fight to the death. So let's get started. I've played this before, but it's been a long time, so we're going to go with normal. And there was a great little intro thing at the beginning of this intro cutscene video that really explained everything. But yeah, I started recording after that finished, obviously. So instead, I will get to explain it to you as I play the game. So basic concept is the world that you see here, this map, is of a world that is always at war. And each of the various races, like the Speartons, the Sword Wraths, the Archidonus, each of them have developed their own type of weaponry. Archidonus, archers, sword wraths, swords, speartons, spears. So, and we are from this little peninsula over here, Order, and we're going to bring the world to order pretty much by conquering everyone else. So, first things first, we are going to conquer the Archidonus. So, let's get started. War begins. Train units to attack the country of Archidon. To win, destroy the Archidon monument. So, uh, these are monuments. This is the Archidon monument. These little guys here are miners. These guys are miners. What I just built is a clubman. Now, this is kind of a strategy game-like thing. But one thing you can do, which is really cool, is you can actually take personal control of units to make them do more damage and have more health and stuff like that. Which can be very useful. And plus, you're in personal control, so it doesn't make the same mistakes some simple AI would. I really wish you hadn't tried to do some stupid spin move like that. If I can actually hit this monument, then we might start doing damage here. So, they made the mistake of letting their miners out of their camp. Now, if you notice how there's kind of that spike wall thing there, what that is that's their, like, a garrison, basically. And they have an archer back there who I cannot hit. There we go, I can start hitting the statue, though. And if I destroy this enemy statue, I win the game. Of course, they just defeated my guy, who I was assaulting it with. Up here, we have a unit cap. You can have no more than 20 units in-game at once. Obviously, if some die, you replace them. So, that miner is really bugging out. Okay, so we're going to take this guy, and we are going to do basically the same thing. Like I said, since they have more health, do more damage, and you're in personal control, they make a good advanced guard to try and clear out a lot of the enemy forces so that your men can just straight up attack the enemy statue. So I'm just going to tell everyone to attack. And there are 3 levels of command here. There's Garrison, Defend, and Attack. Garrison, they hide behind the spike wall. Defend, they will stand in front of your miners and defend them. And then Attack, they will go off and attack the enemy, obviously. Pretty self-explanatory. So right now, we are about to win the game. And those guys are going over, but yeah. Whenever it starts doing that, you've won the game. And then a little trumpet plays whenever you beat a level. So we just got the Archidons, but so this screen here, every time you beat a level, you may upgrade stuff. We can upgrade our miners here, our kind of clubmen like people here, or our archers here, or our castle. It's called castle here. It's called a monument endgame, so I'm not sure what the term is. I'll call it a monument because castles look different. But, so for each upgrade, for the monument upgrade, we can give it +2 gold per second. We can make the archers, the garrison archers, fire more powerful arrows and whatnot. or we can increase the health of our castle. Now, the last two are, if we play the game well, we should never need to be defending our castle. We should always be on the attack. So really, the increased gold income is really the only one you really need. For miners, we have an increased mining rate, which is really nice, or mining bag capacity, which is basically how long it takes before they have to go back to drop off the goods they mined. For our swordsmen, we can upgrade their speed, or for our archidons, we can upgrade their arrow damage. I'm thinking that I'm going to go with miners here. They are, they're the basis of our economy. And while our other units may be weaker, we can make up for it with numbers. So, natives, hold them off until the sun sets. So, one of the things about this game is where after you've defeated a nation, you get whatever their special unit is. Except for natives, you never can pick up on the native unit. You get something similar to it in the form of the Speartons. Boy, I wonder who that's based off of. Maybe the Spartans. But you never get native units, which is disappointing because these guys are kind of cool. I'm going to spam swordsmen for now, even though they're kind of like clubmen right now. They're not really swordsmen yet. And we are going to start just, well, there's no point in really attacking. There's only really a point in defending. The enemy, whenever you get ambushed by natives in this game, they never have... That music was way too loud. They never have a monument, so you're always defending. You can never go on the offensive, sadly. And so what we're going to do is to try to hold off this wave of enemy units. And, wow, we took a lot of casualties during that fight just now. Still, I'm going to build my first archer of this game. Archers are not... Later game, they won't be so useful once the enemy starts using more powerful units like Speartons or even later on Giants. But right now, when you're having to defend, archers are incredibly useful for defending, not really for attacking. They don't do much damage against the enemy monument. These natives are really proving problematic. And all of my people are dead. So, everyone run into the castle. Will these guys build while they're... Man, I kind of wish I had upgraded the castle health now. Our archers are doing a pretty good job of picking them off, though. Don't really have... Oh, yeah, I'm not getting major gold income anymore because my miners are not mining because they're garrisoned. So... Oh, well, I guess that was the last wave, so we win. Again, upgrade that, and then I want to upgrade the amount of gold generated each second. We're fighting the sword wraiths now. I said these guys were called spearmen, but they look like they wielded clubs instead. Once we beat this level, we can start actually getting swordsmen of our own, which is... It's really nice, because these guys will do a lot of damage. They can actually start to one-hit stuff. I was hoping I could kill him before he got that spin move off. The unit attacks are, I'm pretty sure they are randomized, so you're not guaranteed any certain type of attack for your units to do. Yeah, so things are going pretty good right now. Our advanced guard just died. That's okay, though, because there's more where he came from. Don't need a lot of miners for this level. These sword wraiths are pretty easy to kill, even with, like, clubmen and whatnot. And if you throw some archers in there, yeah, a lot of these sword wraith people are going to die. Archer spam can be really useful in battle, but when it actually comes to assaulting the enemy monument, it is not the best unit for it. It doesn't do as much damage as swordsmen or speartons, people like that do. So what you can see me doing right now is pretty sure that I mentioned earlier how you can move forward or backwards. We are weaving right now, which basically means that if the enemy builds archers, which I'm not sure why they would, because this is the Sword Wraith level now that I think about it. Anyways, when you're fighting the Archidons, weaving like that can allow you to basically dodge arrows, which can be very useful. And they just released a whole bunch of units at once, and our guy just died. Okay, I want another one of them, and then 3 more of them, then another archer, actually, if I can get it. We've got a nice little army starting to form here. We don't need a lot of miners, which is nice. You can see how, like I said, archers are really useful against enemy swordsmen. But once we actually start to attack, which I'm actually thinking we're pretty... I think we're ready to attack, actually. Anyways, you'll see how they don't do a lot of damage against the enemy castle. / monument, whatever it's called. Again, I'm weaving. I'm not sure why. Course of habit, I guess. I'm just going to run past him. Again, advanced guard thing. Your own arrows cannot hurt you, which is nice. If I can catch up to these miners, then that could be really handy. Because enemy miners, if I can kill them, then they will... The enemy can't produce gold and whatnot, which means... Wow, I'm really far back. Okay, I was distracted by what the enemy's doing. So that is another level done. And I'm thinking that I'm thinking this is enough for this first episode. Before we go, though, I do want to go ahead... Well, I don't know. I'm thinking my swordsman attack strength is what we're going to go for before we go here. So, but yeah, I think this was a pretty good first episode. So, thank you for actually, listening, assuming you're actually watching this. So yeah, I will see you next time.